Hey, so check this out. Check this out.
He's a YouTuber.
They ask you if you're a first time runner. I go, yeah, and then they do this. Let's go.
Adidas over in there, don't blame me though. I am from Malawi, Malawi, Malawi. I am from Malawi, Malawi.
Yeah. Local boy, ndikupeleka mon pano ndeti nakula ndeti kusaka migoi.
Hey, so is there a better way to review Adidas's Boston 13 than while traveling to Boston to go run the Boston Marathon? Okay, so how have I reviewed the shoe? 3 runs, 1 30K long run as I got ready for Boston Marathon and 2 interval sessions. But also, it's just my vlog of making my way from England all the way to Boston to go run this marathon and then come back to then run the London Marathon. So Boston Marathon April 21st and then London April 27th. Alright, so let's start with the disclosures. The Boston 13 was provided to me way before launch by Adidas. Now you might think, this guy is just going to tell us all these good things about the Boston 13. Not me. It's not how I do things over here. In fact, let's start with the things that maybe I feel could have gone better with the shoe. So let's start with the laces, and I don't understand it. The shoe itself feels amazing. It actually feels like an amazing shoe. But the laces that they've put in here, I just don't understand why these laces. The shoe is so good. When you look at the outsole is the same, similar to the Pro 4. The foam is Light Strike Pro. The upper, I'll get to that. All of those things I've just told you are premium features. Adidas, I didn't get it. I honestly didn't understand why these laces. Now, people have talked about sizing up in Adidas shoes. They talked about it in the Pro 4, and I didn't need to do that at all. The Pro 4 was perfect for me. Evo SL was perfect for me. This one is not. So I wear a 9.5 UK, and on my 30K run, I started to feel it on my little toe, on my right foot. I therefore would advise you to size up. All right, so just ordered the food. While we wait for it, I'm going to tell you the 3 things that you need to know about the Boston 13. Let's start with the price. It's $160 US, 160 euros, and that's really, really cool. 36 millimeters at the back and 30 millimeters at the front, giving you a 6 millimeter drop.
Ife kumpoto kumwera pakati tufeli moti tipembela nati mulungu dalisani.
And in terms of the weight, now I didn't weigh my precise shoes, which I normally do. I just haven't had a chance to. But for reference, the Evo SL, the sample size is 224 grams. The Boston 12, so the previous version, is 260 grams. And this one is 5 grams lighter than that, at 255 grams. The first thing we should always talk about when we come to running shoe reviews is to understand what the shoe is actually made for. What is the Boston 13 actually for? Best way to explain it, heart rate zones. If you look at your heart rate zones, you got zone 1, zone 2, which is your slow, easy running. If you start going to zone 3, zone 4, that requires a whole different shoe, especially if it's going to be a slightly long run. Now, training for Boston Marathon, I used the Boston 13 for my 30K long run. It worked very well because of the Light Strike Pro, but more importantly, it's got energy rods in here to propel you forward. So for me, I find this to be a very good zone 3, just going into zone 4 type of shoe. Your long run, that's got that little bit of kick to it.
Adidas over in there, don't blame me though. I am from Malawi, Malawi, Malawi. I am from Malawi, Malawi, Malawi.
Yeah. Local boy, ndikupeleka mon. Pano ndeti nakula ndeti kusaka migoi. Malawi ndima kukonda dinago nawe.
Here we go. Gotta get my bag and then get to connect to the Boston flight. But while I do that, let's talk about the heel of the Boston 13. And in my opinion, Goldilocks. Here's what I mean. You've got the Max Cushion shoes, whose heel are extremely padded. And they are fit for purpose, being Max Cushion shoes. You want that comfort. You then have race day shoes that are very minimalistic in terms of their heel structure. This shoe is that good in between because it is a training shoe at the end of the day, or one that's there to give you pace. In terms of the structure at the back, same. You have that structure. Even squeezing it at the back there, you can see that it provides you very good structure, very good hold. I didn't have any heel slip. I didn't have any problems in this shoe. So you got that. The last thing I want to tell you about the heel, and this part is slightly underrated. The midsole actually goes way beyond the shoe at the back. This is essentially important for walking and even heel strikers. I'm feeling it even now that when your foot meets the ground and you've got that, it balances the shoe and you get to feel that. It's hard to explain, but just know Adidas didn't just feel like giving generous amounts of the midsole at the back. It actually serves a purpose. That's worthy of noting. And to be honest, I've never highlighted something like that in my reviews before, but I particularly felt it in this one. All right, so collected the bags. Now I need to go to another terminal to board the flight to Boston, which leaves in a couple of hours. But I thought I would just stop for a second and just say, what the heck? I've never been to Dublin before. I've never been to Ireland before. It's the first time. You know, boarding flights that you haven't paid for, attending these world major marathons on invitation, because fully knowing I can't qualify for them, and having relationships with world leading brands like this. I know I sound like a broken record, but please know, this is way beyond my hopes and dreams. I never thought for a second things like this would be a reality. Thank you for coming on this journey with me and supporting me, those of you that do. I sincerely appreciate it. Okay. Oh my gosh. This always happens. And you know what? This time wasn't my fault. That's the shakeout run done. We made it.
I am from Malawi.
Finally in Boston. I left my house just at 5 a.m. this morning. Finally here. Good to be here. Just a joy to be here. Oh, let's go. I tell you what, you guys in the States don't play. I can't express to you how excited I am. I'm in Boston. I am in Boston. Let's go. Hey, stop the music. Stop the music. Look. It's crazy, man. The jet is seriously lagging. Look at this. That's the time right now. And I've been up for an hour and a half. All you need to know is the rest of the evening was great. I'll talk to you about that in the next video. But I can't sleep. Anyway, so I decided I'm going to do the rest of the review. I'm still yet to talk to you about the upper, the midsole, and the outsole. Okay? I want to start with the midsole because this part's slightly confusing if you don't focus and get it right. The Boston 12 is 38 millimeters and 31. This one is 36 and 30, but yet Adidas are claiming it's 13.8%. Well, the makeup of this midsole, you're going to see this Light Strike Pro. There are then these energy rods, excellent energy rods if I may add, and Light Strike at the bottom. So this is not Light Strike Pro. The bottom part is Light Strike, okay? They've increased the Light Strike Pro element of that, okay? Whilst the stack is made smaller and the drop has gone smaller, they've actually increased the Light Strike Pro element, adding in that more premium feel to it. Hence the improved ride. That's actually really good. Anyway, I touched on it. You've got the energy rods. You're going to see them in there. They kind of poke through. But also, I'm going to have behind the scenes stuff for you guys. What I like about what they've done is the outsole. By adding this light traction, that is the same outsole you're going to see in the Pro 4. I love it when brands bring in premium features, race day features in their trainers, because it gets you those features in a more affordable package, and I love it for that. But if you're going to see on that toe section over there, you will still see Continental rubber. I love that. Right, I don't normally do this, but I wanted to, whilst I have your attention, to talk to you about the more complex parts. Let's finish with the upper. I love this upper. Now, a lot of people you're going to hear talk about the feel of the upper, that maybe it doesn't feel as smooth or as plush. For me, it's exactly what it needs to be. The only thing I will point out is what I said at the beginning. For me, half size up, you'll be good in this shoe. So from a performance perspective, yes, it's highly breathable. You're not going to struggle from that perspective. But I think to get the best out of this shoe, go a half size up. Because I didn't find it true to size. So listen, I'm going to get ready for this 5K run. I'm doing the Boston 5K today with Thomas and the Believe in the Run guys. Tommy Runs is doing it. And that's going to be a separate video. I'll talk about that before I take you to the other events that we've got planned for the rest of the trip. I want to say I am deeply, deeply grateful for the support that you people show me. It extends beyond YouTube. It's actually starting to touch me in my actual personal life. And I want to say I'm sincerely grateful for you. Thank you. I'll see you in a bit.